And there's no... You want to know why you already lost the argument way before? Because if you're with the guy, by default, he understood you. No. Yes, for him to attract... And there's no... You want to know why you already lost the argument way before? Because if you're with the guy, by default, he understood you. No. Yes, for him to attract you in the first place, he's got to understand you. He's got to understand what takes time. No, it's just physical. If a man is able to attract a woman to some degree, it takes time. Probably to a significant degree, he understands that woman. Okay? Because for a man to get a girl and have that girl respect and admire him, he's got to have that girl. He's got to be able to understand that woman. Yeah, okay. For a minute. Again, women are the only ones that have the privilege of not understanding the opposite gender. Men must understand women to attract them. Women don't have to understand men to attract them. You just exist, and guys are going to come up to you. They're going to send you DMs off your Instagram profile, never saying a word to you. Yep. Men and women are not the same. But to keep a relationship, you have to understand. Whose job is it to keep a relationship? Both parties. No, it is not. Yes, it is. No, it is not. It is the woman's job. It only works as long as the woman's job. The woman is the one looking for commitment. The man is the one looking for sex. It is the woman's job to keep the guy. There's a reason why you guys chase.
Oi. This man of Myron, he's on another level. Any rational person, just whatever he said right there was so horrible. Not even horrible in the sense of, oh, it's making me feel pain, but I feel bad for Myron if he really believes the things that he says. At least to the extent that he would grandstand on them and say, like, this is how, if he's trying to draw absolutes right now, he's a crazy ass nigga. Honestly, he said that if a man is able to attract a woman to some degree, then it means that he understands the woman to the extent of her being attracted to him. And of course that's true. Like, but do you not understand that in interaction it's two parties? Like, the female isn't just fucking brain dead and she isn't trying to understand the man at the same time. I just feel like it's vice versa. Maybe it's because Myron is a man that he tries to disassociate from what he believes to be feminine, and there's no problem with that. But this man right here is exactly the reason why people say toxic masculinity exists. They say that it's literally toxic masculinity. They claim things like stoicism and strength and other traits like that are toxic and they're negative. Of course, men are going to be against that, but this is the type of stuff that they are saying is contributing to the negative stigma behind masculine traits. And honestly, it's right. Like, why are you trying to draw these conclusions about women when they're not necessarily untrue, but they're untrue in the sense that you're trying to make it about every single woman. Maybe it's just the ones that you're interacting with, Myron. Maybe it's just the females that you are interacting with that are like that. But in, I guess, regular people's relationships, when we interact with another person, we acknowledge that they are a human being who thinks for themselves. And so, if she's giving you her time, maybe we just think that, like, since she's giving me her time, she's trying to understand me. And I guess you have to just meet genuine people. I don't know. He goes on to say that women have the privilege of not understanding the other gender, the opposite gender. And to me, that's just crazy. It's like, what are you on, Myron? Literally, stop it. Come on. Maybe too much alcohol tonight. We gotta do a sober stream right now, Myron. You gotta have that laser mentality. Because you're really out there. You're on some outlandish shit right now. Even if what you said is true, because let's just give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's say you're right. Women don't have to understand men to attract them because they can just exist and then they'll have someone come to them. Okay, let's say that's true. Do you not think that women acknowledge that those types of men are just trying to have sex? I feel like you're being very cynical in the sense that you're trying to dictate other people's intentions. I don't know. It's kind of hard to generalize, but on average, do you think that the average female doesn't understand the difference between the type of guy who really likes her and the type of guy who just wants to have sex with her? And there's so many other types of interaction than just romantic or sexual interaction. Like, literally, if females didn't understand men's intentions, all of the terrible crimes, like violent crimes against females that they're saying, like 90 something percent, and they're saying like there's just a lot of feminism pages out there, and there's a lot of TikToks that are perpetuating. Some of it's nonsense, and then some of it's actually really based. But there's obviously some type of female outcry, and you can obviously understand that females are interacting with men, and so of course they don't have the privilege of, like, it's almost as if he's talking about only before the relationship. It's kind of strange because he says that they don't have to understand men, but, like, okay, men are coming to them because they just exist. And so once they get into the relationship, it's almost as if he's not thinking of females or men that are actually looking for a relationship. Because some people, we interact in the sense that you don't give someone your time if they aren't, like, genuine. And so a lot of females, if they can sense that a guy is just trying to have sex with them, they might not even interact with him. And then also vice versa. If a man feels like, oh, she a hoe, then he's not gonna fuck with her. You know what I mean? That's just how, I don't know. It seems very ignorant to just pretend that everyone's acting the same way. So of course my mind's gonna disagree. What do you guys think? This video is so long for no reason.
So there's this frog, right? And he got to go on the Joe Rogan podcast because he was David Blaine's +1 practically. Now, this frog has his own YouTube channel with 112 subscribers right now. You guys, this frog is a cocky motherfucker. Help me sub past it. This is like Mr. Beast and PewDiePie all over again, except instead of you not wanting Mr. Beast to pass PewDiePie, you want me to pass the frog. Please help me. Leave a subscribble.